that time of the year to do Christmas. It's Tori J. Jones. Thank you for tuning into this channel. Alexa, Google, whatever you want to call it, is talking, so sorry about that. So if you're into Christmas, into decorating, into style, into fashion, into all things festive, this is the channel for you. This is the show for you. This is the episode for you. This will be all about Christmas decor and Christmas holidays and festivals and markets and all the above. So watch me do what I love to do. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays of the year. All right, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like before. I don't know why, but maybe because 2023 has been an odd year for me, but I actually felt a little bit overwhelmed by all of my decor. I'm also in the mood to change it up a little bit this year, so we'll see. I will also insert my last Christmas one to see if I did end up doing a difference or what. So, okay, here's a little preview of all I have to start working with. Okay, hubby, thank God for him, went to the shed and got all of the stuff out. There's actually even more stuff upstairs in my son's room. Oh, those are actually the fall bins that I gotta put the fall stuff in. Okay, new additions. You still see some fall. And my mom brought me a Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus to add to the family this year. So, okay. All right, so my kids usually help me with a few things. Usually my daughter. Yeah, so I'm losing my words here, but I will keep you posted. I will show you on this journey of styling and decorating the home for Christmas. Hi guys. So look at me, I'm looking a little crazy. All right, I have the holiday playing in the background. We're diving into the decorations, starting to put things in the rooms that they go, starting to separate the outside stuff from the inside stuff. Typically, my hubby does the outside and I do the inside. And then the things that I don't like to do or not good at, I try to get my daughter or my hubby or I don't know if my sons. But sorry, holiday's playing in the background, so hopefully we don't get a copyright for that. But okay, so we're diving into it. I'll be back. Okay, so I typically try to take everything out of the containers and lay it all out so I can see it. Just like with my fall decor, sometimes I will put it back where I normally put it, or if I have it all out, I'll switch it up. So I'm in this mood this year where I think I might want to switch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna see what everything looks like once I put it out. Okay, I'll be back. Just one little tilt. I guess it's okay. All right, guys, this is the part where we're starting to run out of steam a little bit. We've been working all day. Hubby's been running around all day. I think we're probably at 70% done. Let me see what hubby thinks. What would you say? Think we're 70% done? Okay. All right. Hey guys, so I'm checking in, pretty much almost done, but I wanted to pause and tell you something that I don't know why didn't know about this. So this is an Advent calendar, and obviously I've seen them every year and I hear about it, but I don't really know much about Advent, so I'm gonna read up on it this year. But what I do know is that every retailer and their mama has some type of Advent calendar that you can purchase. So essentially it's like a gift every day or a treat every day, and you like open it up and there's like a nice little surprise. There's all types, from regular candy, toys, I've seen them for jewelry, perfume. I mean, everybody has one. So the last couple of years wanted to do one for my kids, even though they're older. So this is the one I got this year. And you just, it's like 1 through 24, I think, or maybe 25. And essentially you open it up, like I said, every day, and there's a nice little treat, and it leads up to Christmas. So I should probably know the meaning. I believe it has something to do with, I don't even want to say it wrong. So I'll check in with you after I do a little bit of research. But anyway, this is a nice little treat if you want to add that to your Christmas traditions, or whatever you celebrate. And yeah, anyway, yes, so like I was saying, if you want to add this to your Christmas traditions, it's a nice little fun thing, and it's a nice little, surprise every day leading up. So okay, we're going to get back to decorating, and I think we might throw in a few Christmas festival celebrations in here also. Okay. Hey guys, so this is the second year we are at the Cavalier. If you know or follow me on anything, you know I love the Cavalier, and they do like a grand illumination, honey, where they light up, have all of their festivities, carols, Santa Claus, Nutcracker, hot cocoa, all of the above. So we're going to pop in, we'll get some of their decor, and come along with me. hot cocoa. It's almost time. So the Cavalier says that their cocoa is world famous. I can say it was pretty good last year, so we'll see. My first sip and my lid is not quite on and I don't want to have a malfunction, so let me see. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, they have everything all tied up. Beautiful. We have a little rain this year. They didn't have rain last year, so it seems a little bit quieter this year because of the rain, but we are still enjoying. We'll insert some pictures too that we got. It's really beautiful here. They really go all out. This is one of my favorite places. This is the Garden of Becca. We eat here all the time for our anniversary, and I love this gazebo. Definitely one day I want to have something like this in my backyard, so keep seeing what we can see. Lit up all of the reindeer. Here's one of my model friends. Hi, how are you? So good to see you. You too. One reindeer did not make it, but they still lit up. It is raining again like we said, but we're enjoying ourselves. And we're walking over to the other part of Cavalier, the Cavalier Beach Club. They decorated this for Christmas as well, so we'll get a little bit of in here also. and some lanterns. And it smells so good in here. Oh, I love that tic-tac-toe. It's like rocks. So this is the Cavalier. We're gonna go back and walk inside. Hope you enjoyed the little mini tour. And if you're ever in the area, come to Virginia Beach. Cavalier Hotel and the Beach Resort. And now back to more Christmas decor. Besitos. Okay guys, I know I said that we were done, but we're officially done now. We're walking back to the car. And it's a beautiful night. Even though it's a little rainy, it's still really pretty. See the Cavalier? All lit up. All right guys, let's get back to that house decorations. Okay. All right guys, so not sure if this will be a Christmas vlog or what, but I'm about to make banana nut bread with my daughter. That's Tyla Jones. I've never done this before. She's done it, so hopefully we can walk you through how to make this. Sorry if the TV is really loud. We are watching Christmas movies while we do this. So what I'll do is we'll start and then I'll chime back in and kind of let you know how it's going. Well, that's on you.
Out is 70 degrees. Like, it's warm out here.
I know. I know. So, it's your girl, Tori J. Jones. I'm getting ready to bake some banana nut bread with my daughter. If you're new to this channel, we do all things fashion and lifestyle. So this would be lifestyle. You're going to make some banana nut bread. My daughter made it before. I have not, so we're gonna get started. All right, so we have a pan. We're gonna use wax paper to line it. It says to use flour and oil to line your pan, okay? So we're gonna just do the wax paper. Sorry if it's really loud. We're gonna do 3 bananas, 3 ripe bananas, vanilla extract, white sugar, and how many eggs? 2 eggs. Okay, so we have a mixer. You could do it by hand. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use a fork probably to mash the bananas, and we have a mixing bowl and some measuring cups. All right, so we're going to get, how many butter? 8 of these. So 8 tablespoons of softened butter. So our butter's soft. So I guess we're gonna put, that's a lot more than, my spoon's very generous. So we're going to put 8 of these in a bowl, and how much sugar?
3/4.
3/4
of
a cup. All right, so we'll do that and we'll be back. So we're about to cream the sugar and butter, which means you blend it basically. And then we did 8 tablespoons of butter, and we did 3/4 of sugar. Okay, so now we're about to cream that. After we cream that, then we'll come back, because I think we will be doing the banana part. Okay, all right. We creamed our butter and sugar. Now we're gonna take 3 ripe bananas, and we're going to mash them with a fork. And then what else? Oh, are those ripe enough?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you know how this turns out. But we're going to mash 3 ripe bananas with a fork. And then we're going to add the mashed bananas to the batter. All right, and 2 eggs. Okay, yeah, she's showing what the mashed bananas look, and she did it with the fork.
Said to be like applesauce.
Oh yeah, the consistency should look like applesauce.
Chunky applesauce.
Is it chunky applesauce? Oh, okay.
No, it's specific.
And remember, we're gonna take the mashed bananas and put them in
the
batter with 2 eggs.
Yeah, where are our eggs?
The eggs are over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So adding the bananas.
It's not a fun sound. Ah! What'd you do that for?
I know. All right. So again, guys, I'm not a baker, I'm not much of a cook, but you know, hopefully this will turn out good.
Christine was all like, you can totally mess up baking. And I was like, maybe you can totally mess up baking.
I can mess up baking.
I don't think I could.
Oh.
What? Specific numbers.
Well, hopefully this doesn't mess up. All right, so we're gonna add the bananas. We mashed the bananas. We're adding it to the dough. We're adding the 2 eggs, and then what's after that?
I don't know, I gotta check the recipe.
Okay. All right, we'll come back in a second.
was laughing because I was like, this isn't very thick yet. We haven't even added the flour. That's all.
Okay, so now guys, we're about to add
Get some of the sides.
baking soda, flour, and what else?
Salt.
And salt. So, how much baking soda?
I don't remember these things.
Or how much? Wait, flour? We're gonna do the flour.
Flour is 1.5 cups. That I do remember.
So one of these is a cup.
I thought that was half a cup.
Oh, this is half a cup. Yep, you're right. So half a cup flour.
Now, 2 more scoops.
Okay. Okay. And then another one. Hopefully this bowl is big enough, guys. Again, this is my first time baking anything that didn't require just a box. Okay, so are we okay? All right, so now baking soda. How much baking soda?
1 teaspoon.
Oh,
So we have a tablespoon.
teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
1 tablespoon of baking soda.
Teaspoon.
Oh, teaspoon. Sorry, guys.
Probably better if you just
Scoop it in there. Okay, I don't think I can get it in there though.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, we should do it over the trash can.
Okay. Here, we can do it over the sink.
Do you want me to?
How much is it?
1 teaspoon.
Coming out. Okay, guys. Again, this is my first time baking. I think we got it. Okay.
You do it again.
1 teaspoon of baking soda, and what else?
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. So I try to have all of the ingredients out, guys, which I recommend. That, oopsie. Half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. All right. Now what?
You whisk that together.
We whisk it or blend it?
Whisk.
All right. Again, I recommend having all your stuff out. All right.
Might need to switch that bowl.
So we're whisking the flour, the baking soda, and the baking soda and salt. Baking soda, flour, and salt. So we whisk this all together. Okay, now what?
Well, I need to do a little more mixing.
Okay, so we'll come back. I recommend having multiple bowls. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our dry and wet ingredients together. If our bowl is big enough, we could just add it, but we don't think it's big enough. So we're just gonna put the dry ingredients in there, and then we'll do the wet ingredients in there also.
Yeah, definitely. I need like, oh, I guess a spoon. It's gonna seem like a spatula, but that'll work.
We are actually gonna add pecans to our banana mix because we both like chunky, like nutty.
I mean, I don't need it.
I like it and she prefers pecans because you can do walnuts. So I like nuts in my things, so we're gonna do pecans. Okay, does it say to stir that a certain amount or mix it or?
Yes, we're mixing it.
Here.
Just making sure that we don't add the vanilla yet or something.
Oh yeah, the vanilla extract.
Okay, so we'll mix that. And then you want to do it says half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you can mix in the
Pecans. Okay, so we're back. So we mixed all the wet and dry ingredients, which was butter, sugar, salt, baking soda, bananas, and 2 eggs. Now we're doing
vanilla extract.
half a teaspoon of vanilla, which is not open yet. It's a brand new one.
What happens if somebody use half a cup of vanilla extract?
I don't know, it might
Maybe
be.
it would just be vanilla flavored.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're doing half a teaspoon. Okay, drop that in there. And then, as I said, we are gonna add pecans. So do we wanna mix this and then add the pecans?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix that, and then when we add the pecans, we'll like go with a spoon.
Yeah, to blend in. So we'll blend the vanilla.
I suppose it wouldn't really matter if I...
Well, that's gonna chop them up.
More.
I guess it doesn't matter. So we could do that. So, all right, so we're just gonna add, we're just eyeing this because we don't know. And we'll just, you know, we'll just see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be extra nutty because I clearly put a lot in there. So, okay. Oh, we had almonds, shaved almonds in here. No? Okay.
I'm not gonna do the same thing. Just like sprayed all up in your face.
Okay, so you guys, I don't know if this, what kind of moment this is, but I'm like, it's banana nut bread. You have to have nuts in it. And then she's like, well, it could have just been banana bread. So I'm not even sure what we said we were baking, but we're baking banana nut bread because it clearly is going to have nuts and bananas. So I think we're good. So now we're going to put it in our pan.
Yay.
And how long are we putting it on?
55 to, what am I trying to say? 55 minutes to an hour.
We preheated the oven for 350. This is our pan. You can do flour or oil. We're gonna just use wax paper and hope for the best. So we'll be back. Hopefully this turns out good. And let us know, comment below if you make it and if yours turns out. And if you change the recipe like we did. So we're gonna show you what it looks like. Again, we did wax paper.
I was gonna say you should take the phone and...
Okay, we'll show you what it looks like. Bear with us. Okay, so there you go. All right, we'll be back and we're gonna bake it for 55 minutes. Oven was 350, preheated to 350, banana nut bread. So, let me see. Pan's not hot anymore. Came out, looks really good. All right, we're gonna cut in. Are we cutting in? You want an end piece?
Sure. Should we get time?
I'm just gonna use the knife. Maybe we do. I don't know, guys. Whoop. Here, how about we just cut a little piece so we can taste it. All right, Tyler Boo. Let's just take a piece. I think it's pretty good.
Oh, so warm.
Yeah. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Tell us if you make any. And, yeah, I don't know. I think it tastes pretty good. Hopefully we can get it out of this pan. And then I'll show you how I'm gonna plate it. But, all right. Thank you. Please like and comment and subscribe. Till the next time. Besitos. Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. It's your girl Tori J. Jones and we are back with how to style the home for Christmas. We'll link my other one from last year so you can get all those tips and just get some inspiration. So let's get started. So usually Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year to decorate. It still is. And so I want to walk you through the house and kind of show you tips and tricks of what I did this year. It's pretty similar to last year, but we just added a little bit of touches. And if you can hear something in the background, that is our new friend. We call him Handsome. He is a little vacuum cleaner, like an automatic vacuum cleaner that is going around the house vacuuming. Okay, so let's get started. We're in the foyer. Pretty much the same this year. I have my kind of entry shelf here with my little monkeys that are always there. But then this, we added the little white reindeer and little tiny white Christmas trees, and we did that in threes. That's a good decorating tip. Decorate in threes or odd numbers, okay? And so then we'll come on into the dining room. So again, the dining room pretty much looks the same as what we did last year. I'm not sure if we had these yet. I kind of got these after. So we added these and have a cute little tea light in there that lights up and makes it all luminous. We did the same place setting that we did last year. It's a little silver charger, black plate. If you remember, I get these in a pack. I think there's like 4 or 5 in a pack and they all say something different. This one says believe, there's joy, there's peace. I think that's it, believe, joy, peace. And I added a little, this is a ornament, and you get them like, I think there's 6 in a pack from Dollar Tree. And then I just added it and to give it a little touch. We have like a little snowflake situation theme going on in here. This might be really faint, but we do have the snowflakes hanging also. Last year we added the wreaths to the windows and added little snowflakes. This year we flocked them because I have like a flocking thing going on. And if you remember, I told you I switched to a flock tree years ago, but all of my garland and wreaths are still green. So a good tip is to buy flocking spray and you just spray it on. Another thing we added this year was a little bit of ribbon. The wreath, we flocked it, and then we added a little ornament, and I just stuck it in there, snowflake, to kind of keep the theme going. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but just never did it. And this year, my mom's like, I have a bunch of wreaths, because I don't want to spend any money. And yeah, so we ended up doing that. And then over here, we have our little, I guess you could call it like a little tree forest. And unfortunately, all of these, they light up, but I have to replace all the batteries. So I haven't done it yet. We'll see if I do it. And then this little guy, we added him last year. I got this from Crackle Barrel, and he lights up too. So we do a lot of he in our house. It's like me and my daughter are the only girls, and everything else is a he. My plants are the he's. Our new Handsome, our vacuum cleaner, we're calling Handsome. Everything's a he. Okay, so that's pretty much this room. It's, again, just reusing things. Like these ornaments were on a little mini tree I had in here, but I thought to add it. This bowl stays in here pretty much all the time, and we just threw the ornaments in there to kind of tie in that teal in here. And I'm gonna probably get a new bowl, but probably for Christmas I'll reuse this one because it kind of ties in all of the silver. Okay? Okay guys, so we're back. We are in the foyer. We did do the bookcase, but I always do the stairs, and it's getting really loud because Handsome is coming closer to us. Hopefully he'll just keep moving on that way. So I always do the the garland going all the way up the stairs. We started spraying the wreath, I keep saying wreath guys, the garland with flocking spray to incorporate it with my tree. We added these 2 wreaths and we hang little snowflakes off of the wreath and the garland. Last year I added these little trees, these little mini trees. They light up at night. And this year I added candles to the stairs. So there's I think it's called a Lifestyle Co. They didn't do this exact thing, but they did something that was pretty cool, so I was inspired. So what I love about it is they work on a remote, and you can just boop, boop, and turn them all on. So cute at night. It looks amazing. If we have some time, we'll insert what it looks like at night because it's really cute in here with that. And I got all of these from Amazon. I think it was like $20 and comes with the remote and everything in the back. No, I think I had to add the batteries, but anyway, still a great deal. They work amazing. I'm obsessed with them. I'm gonna get more for inside the house because, you know, anything with a remote is pretty cool. All right, so we'll leave those on for now. And we added these trees a couple of years ago. They came 2 in a pack. They light up too, which is really cool. You can put these on a timer. But it gets so dark so early now that if I put it on a timer at 5, I feel like it's gonna be running for a really long time. So I've just been kind of manually doing it. Okay guys, so we are in the office. Pretty much the same thing. One thing I love, I can't really remember how I put everything, so it usually ends up in a different spot anyway, which is kind of cool. It makes it look fresh and new. So even if you're not buying new things and just rearranging the items and putting them in a different spot, or adding something to it, or putting it in a different vase, or tying ribbon around it, that's a really good way, good tip to save money and stretch your budget. All right, so we added these a couple of years ago, I think maybe 2. These little, I guess you can call them like a metal lantern. That's Handsome. They light up at night, so really cool. My mom bought me Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus last year, but we got them after the holiday, so we decided we'll put them out this year. I didn't know where I was going to put them, but I think they work perfectly in the office. And I added this little flock tree a couple of years ago, maybe last year. I think I did. The little flock trees on the end of the columns, I added those, trying to keep in that flocking, natural kind of vibe going on. And just little touches, like the little wood trees. You can get these in the little Target section. I think everything is like $1 to, now it might be $10 because, you know, with inflation, but still pretty inexpensive. The little ones I know are $1, the big ones are like $3. And just adding those. I have a lot of natural and wood and black in here and white, so I love to incorporate mine decor with my current decor that I always have in the house. And so we add these little trees. These little trees used to be my kids' trees in their rooms, and then they didn't want them anymore, so we started adding them to the office years ago. And just, again, this year I sprayed some flocking on them so they would coordinate. I think next year I'll go extra hard with the flocking. I can see that it could really use more. Adding a little wreath, continuing that snowflake flocking theme going on. Also in the window, we did it in here too, to mirror the dining room. Regular green wreath, but added some flocking and a little snowflake. And then over here, kind of the same thing, mirroring I call these like sideboards in here. They're technically dressers, but I use them as sideboards for all of our storage, and we have a lot of junk, unfortunately, that we collect. So again, keeping the theme going, little natural trees, very inexpensive, from Target. I'm sorry, I'm pulling this rug down, it's driving me nuts. And oh, we added this little manger last year. We also bought that from Crackle Barrel when we bought the little light up church house. And of course, you know, this is the reason why my family celebrates Christmas, because of Jesus, so we had to add him. And then again, had this forever, moved this around usually. I think last year this some form of this was here, but I found this really cool vintage telephone, so I added that. But yeah, so that's pretty much the office, and we'll go into the hallway, into the family room. Again, I apologize for Handsome, our new vacuum cleaner that's going while we're doing this. But again, just adding a wreath to the door. And then I added a little ornament, Dollar Tree ornament. Very inexpensive. Flock this again to kind of keep that flocking thing going on. My famous pears that I got years ago from Pier 1 when I worked there for holiday season. I think I might have shared this last year, but one of them broke and then my husband glued it back together. They're just simple, and the gold just makes them festive, and I love them. I toned it down a little bit in here. These usually have like red or gold glittery ribbon tied around, but this year I just added a cute little reindeer, glitter reindeer family room. So everything's pretty much the same, but I just tried to pare it down a little bit this year. I don't know why I was feeling that way, but I did. And again, adding the little glitter reindeer, adding my little pillows. These are my festive pillows that I think I picked up last year and this one the year before, and just kind of throwing them on the couch. There's my little glitter reindeer. These flock trees I added a couple years ago, and I just kind of throw them in with my everyday. So these little hurricanes, I got these from Pier 1 years ago, and they usually stay out all year, but I've been going for more of a minimal look, so I kind of tucked them away. But then I thought, you know, it'd be cool to pull them back out for the holidays. You get a bunch of these little ornaments in a pack at Dollar Tree. I think you get like, some of them have 12, some of them have 18 in a pack for $1. Well, now $1.25, so you can't beat it. And I just throw those around just to kind of make it festive. Here I added this little star, added those Dollar Tree ornaments, and kind of continuing that festive look. Again, adding my little flock tree, same thing, kind of mirroring that. And then there's our flock tree that we've had years ago. And pretty much I love to just keep it kind of simple, which is not always my vibe. So same flock tree, same ornaments, but this year we added these little sprays or sprigs and just kind of tuck them in. And I think it just gives it a little something. I might actually get a little bit more next year and plug them in a little bit more. Under the tree, we did a little bit different from last year. I had all of my reindeer under here, and I added those. I was so excited. And if you remember, I lost them and I couldn't find them. But yeah, and then I added this. My girlfriend bought me this right here. It was filled with tea, and I love tea. But it's such a cute box, I didn't want to get rid of it. I was going to donate it, but then since I have like touches of gold, I thought, let's add them to the little Santa. I think my mom gave me this Santa last year. He was sitting on her end table, and I'm like, he's so cute. And she gave him to me, so he's been a part of our family now for 2 years. So then those reindeer that I had under the tree that I couldn't find, I thought, let's add them here. So they are a little bit twisted because of Handsome, our new vacuum cleaner. He moved them. Looks like he moved all of our stuff. So let me fix that. You know, that's my little OCD coming in. I noticed he's moved my table, all of it. But those are the reindeer. We added them there and in front of the fireplace. We took all of the other things we normally have here. I normally have coral and stuff to just really simplify it, and so that the reindeer kind of be the moment, you know, of this little settee area. Okay, then the fireplace mantle. Same as last year. I've had these stocking holders for years. They're pretty rundown and rustic, but I kind of like that. And added these stockings. I switched out these stockings a few years ago. Love them. I got them from Five Below. And I thought it would be cool to alternate the white and the gray since I have that combo. And then again, I thought, oh, I need a little pop. So these are ornaments that come in a pack, 6 in a pack. And I thought we'll add them in, and because I alternated the stockings, I thought to alternate the ornaments. And it kind of coordinates with my little gray, silvery, and gold trees that I also alternated. And these are from Target also, in that little dollar section. And then these also are like, they were like $2 or $3. I know there's a lot of things going up in price. Like this was $3. Now it's probably like $5 for this one, but still inexpensive. Reuse them, and you could use them in multiple areas. And one thing cool about having gold and silver, you could use it for multiple occasions. Like this would be really a cute thing to do for New Year's too, and kind of incorporate that if you wanted to. So, okay, that's the family room, and I think that's it in here. Oh, haha, snowflakes. We have a snowflake fling we always have going on. I love adding these. They're just subtle, but I love just the little simple tip that they do. And it also, as I look up, I need to dust my ceiling fan. Yeah, and then one last thing I forgot, this little ornament. I told you guys I used to teach fashion marketing and management, and we usually will volunteer with Dillard's and do all their trees so our students can get some experience. And they're so gracious, they always usually give us an ornament for free. So this is a giant ornament, and I thought this is so cool. It would be too big for any of my trees because they're all kind of little. But I thought, what a cool little thing to add to my books. I normally have other things here all year long and like to swap this out for the occasions. Okay? All right. So we'll be going into the kitchen, eat-in nook area next. Okay, guys. So we are in the eat-in kitchen. We'll start with our little eat-in nook area. So this is the table. I normally do a tablescape. I love doing a tablescape. I switched it up a little bit this year. Over the years, I've collected a lot of different things, and I feel like this year I simplified it. These little snowflakes, they're foam snowflakes. They are from Dollar Tree, and sorry, Hanson's on my feet. I used them and put them together as one runner. And this year, like I said, I simplified this tablescape. My original vision for this tablescape was a bunch of reindeer like in a little forest, but for whatever reason, mainly because I'm cheap, I just kept adding little Dollar Tree trinkets. So this year I went out and bought 2 more reindeer and realized that he lost his nose. But anyway, and then just kind of took some of the Dollar Tree things I had, the little trees, and added it through. I found this is garland, not garland, it's almost like confetti, and I just threw it on the table. And then I added these little tea lights, and they light up. And at night, this looks so pretty, all lit up. And yeah, that's my tablescape. A lot of the things I've been collecting for years, and I just added the 2 new reindeers. And yeah, so I'm really happy with this one. It's pretty simple. I'll probably do this one for a while. We'll see. I might add some blocking garland through it, but we'll see. Okay, all right, and we'll move more on into the kitchen. I don't do a lot in here, just little touches. For me, that's good. I added these last year. I probably use something different, but these are just little, I think this is actually a tree ornament, both of them are, and I took the string off and just sat them up because they really go with my whole gold, silver, natural kind of vibe. That's a little nutcracker, little reindeer. Okay, so over here we have the door, big barn door, and we just add that same blocked wreath that was in the hallway and that same little ornament to kind of keep that consistent. And so if you notice, I say to decorate in 3s, and I usually don't put anything here, and I've been looking for really cool advent calendars, and I actually saw one, and I hope it's still there. I might go back and buy it. It's wood, and I kind of have a lot of wood themes going on, so it'd be cool to put it here, and then every day everybody could pick out a little treat from the advent calendar. So hopefully you'll see that next year. But coming on into the kitchen, Handsome, our vacuum cleaner, is going full-fledged. We have the little nutcracker. Are these nutcrackers or like a little drum? Yeah, it is actually a nutcracker. You can actually put a nut in there. And I added these. I got this from Michael's on, I think they were doing 60% off. So I added this little guy, and I had these last year. These came 2 in a pack. It's a little gnome. I think I said it right this time. And a little wooden snowman. And again, because I always have natural elements in my kitchen, I thought it'd be cool to add that kind of decor in here. And then I added this little tree. Again, I have these I've been collecting for years now, and now I'm just kind of placing them in different places around the house. And then moving over here, my little trees. Kind of, again, these come like 3 or 4 in a pack at Dollar Tree. So you get like 4, I think either 3 or 4 for $1.25. You just really can't beat that. And then I added the nutcracker. They have a giant one, guys, that I really love and want, but I just don't have anywhere to put them. So I settled for this guy. I don't even know if that's accurate. I think it might be 8 days, I think. So here, let's just switch that right now. There we go. Which is crazy. It's 8 days till Christmas. Sorry, I'm getting this out so late this year. So this, I think we added, I can't remember if this was in the kitchen last year or what, but I thought this was so cute. I think it was like $5, and just, again, it's in my color scheme, black and a little natural, so we added that. My little snowman and tree. Again, these come 2 in a pack, and I broke up the packs. You know, it's like 2 snowman, 2 trees, 2 gnomes, and I like to break them up and mix them together. And then over here, again, this is on my bar. Have the little wooden trees. I have a white one, a natural, and a black, because that's really my vibe in here. And like I said, I realize this is asymmetrical, which is also a design element that I love. But I think next year I'm going to try to find that added calendar to make it all in 3s. And then lastly, in the kitchen, we have the door going outside to our deck, adding that same flocked wreath and that same ornament to kind of keep the doors consistent. I have a few more doors, and again, sometimes I buy things. I said this in a couple of videos that I'm like, oh, that's cute, and I'll pick it up and I'll buy like 2 or 3, but not necessarily for a purpose. But then when you go to put it somewhere, like my doors, I have a couple more doors that could use this, but I didn't buy enough, so we improvise. Alright guys, so we're still in the kitchen, only because I forgot to show you a very, very easy, simple thing to make your kitchen festive. Just adding a little tea towel. This one says joy, love, and peace. I always have a tea towel here throughout the year, so I found this one a couple of years ago in that little dollar, that great section, I forgot what it's called, the value section in Target in the front of the store. So yeah, I put it away after the holidays, and then whip it out when it's time for Christmas. Alright, so again, you can hear Handsome, but follow me. Whoop, I'm tripping over him. We're going into the laundry room. And remember how I told you I had a couple more doors that I wish I had wreaths for, but I didn't know that I would need them when I bought the stuff. So what I did is I did find these little wood ornaments, and I believe these were at Dollar Tree again, in a pack. For, I think there's 6 of them in a pack for $1.25. So I added these. One thing I will say, putting a wreath here does make it hard to open and close. This door I could get away with it, but the bathroom door, it's a pain. So in a way, it kind of works out that I can just add this nice little snowflake, wood snowflake ornament to the doors. And I repeated that in the bathroom door, restroom door, bathroom door. Okay, so this is our laundry room. I don't do much in here. Maybe next year I'll add a little bit more. But again, I find these little trees, 3 in a pack from Dollar Tree. I think it's either 3 or 4. And just kind of put them everywhere. So bought this years ago at a hot air balloon festival. And kind of I rotate throughout the year different things. So right now there's the little white Christmas trees in here. And then kind of repeating those wood white and wood Christmas trees. Again, getting these 2 in a pack for a couple of bucks, and just kind of putting them throughout the house. So in here, again, just little touches. I add the little Christmas tree here, my little Christmas candle. This I got, I don't remember, Dollar Tree, Target, and I just kind of take it out and put it back in whenever the holidays are. Put your favorite Christmas scent, adding that little tree. And a little tree here. And then here again, it's just really simple touches. You could really go more if you wanted and add garland and all that, but I just kind of like to just throw in my little simple touches. All right, we have one last room, and we'll get some footage of the amazing decor my hubby did outside. It looked so great the first day. We have these trees we bought from Aldi, like 3 in a pack for $9.99, and the first day it was all cute and lit, and somehow the wire got broken and now they don't work. So, alright, so I'm not sure where it was. I was changing the lighting and no, that's a no-no. That's my dryer because I'm trying to dry my rugs. My son's 21st birthday is tomorrow, so we're prepping the house for that too. But we're going to go into the last room, the cave. Not sure what you heard, but I was saying our decor outside, which we'll show you, was so pretty this year. We had gotten these trees from Aldi, 3 in a pack for $9.99, and they worked the first day, and somehow someone, probably a deer, snapped the cord. But anyway, this is the cave. Again, it's not the man cave or the woman cave, it's the cave. Courtesy of my husband, he was so thoughtful to make this the general cave versus his own cave, even though he probably spends the most time in here. So in here, we keep it very simple. I just have found these little silver ornaments from Target a couple of years ago, and I like, again, decorating in odd numbers is really an efficient way and gives you the most for your bang. So we have 3 little ornaments down the bar. They're silver, kind of goes with the vibe in here. Another thing we added is just, again, the little flocking trees. These actually came 3 in a pack from Target a couple of years ago, and I could continue to add those and just spread those out throughout the cave. And then I think it was last year I found the bigger one, and I thought, oh, he would be so cool because I already have the little small ones. This is new. This is not for Christmas necessarily, but this is my little sign that lights up Jones, our last name. But yeah, that's pretty much it in here. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll do some inserts of the outside, how it looks all lit up. And yeah, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what some of your Christmas traditions are in the comments below. All right, besitos.